Okay, in the past, I'd make long explanational videos about my predictions for upcoming WWE PLEs, and in 2026, I may still do that, but most of the time, if I want to do prediction videos, it'll probably just be like this. So with that, and seeing that it's only a day or two away from the Royal Rumble for 2026, I thought I'd go through my predictions of the Royal Rumble. Now, we're going to start with the Gunther versus AJ Styles. If AJ Styles loses, he retires the match. Now, I've got a funny feeling WWE is making AJ Styles retire at the Royal Rumble. And while I don't like this, I can respect it because it makes the storyline of Gunther retiring legends even better. Because you don't want Gunther to lose straight away after retiring maybe one legend of the GOAT, John Cena. You want him to keep that up. So, while I would love to see AJ Styles stay around after the Royal Rumble, I got a fun feeling he's going to be retiring, and I am going to be saddened because I love AJ Styles. I'm a fan of AJ Styles, the phenomenal high flyer. So, yeah. But then him retiring could set up another match with another great of this company at WrestleMania. Now we move on to the Undisputed WWE Championship match between Drew McIntyre and Sami Zayn. Now, nothing against Cody. I love Cody. I'm a Cody girl. I'm even wearing his merch right now. But I'm glad Drew won at the 3 Stages of Hell match. Cody's had his title run. It's time for him to move on to bigger and better things. Now he's feuding with Jacob Fatu, which I can't wait to see play out more at the Royal Rumble, with them both being in the Royal Rumble match. And it's time for Drew to get that glory and satisfaction that he didn't get in the COVID era when he was last champion. So yeah. And I don't see the company taking that title off of Drew so quickly and putting on Sami. Nothing against Sami. I love Sami. I'm a Sami girl. I believe he will be top champion one day. But I don't think it's going to be at the Royal Rumble. And this could play into Sami actually winning the Royal Rumble, because you could have him lose this title match in his religious homeland of Saudi Arabia. But then he's like, no, I'm not going to give up, and enters the Royal Rumble and wins that way. So yeah, I'm going Drew for this match. Now we move on to the men and women's Royal Rumble matches. Now, I'm not going for a particular that person's going to win, but I could do some options of who I can see win instead. I did say in my WWE 25 bingo card that an NXT star, former or new, could win this type of match, either in the men's or women's. So I would like to see that, but I don't think that's going to happen anymore. So I'm going to go through the men's possible winners, and I reckon it could be either Roman Reigns, Braun Breaker of the Vision, or the one person I think could win this, and I'm rooting for it to win, and that's Sami Zayn. Because like I just said, you could have Sami lose against Drew for the men's Royal Rumble match, and then he's like, no, I'm not going to lose. I'm going to continue keep from fighting that fight, and then somehow either someone gets taken out, or someone gets injured, or something like that, and then Sami's put in as a replacement, or he makes his own way in somehow, and then that's how he wins. And then after the Royal Rumble, you have Sami, and he doesn't know who to choose. It could be either Drew McIntyre and go back to win that top title, or he could go after CM Punk, because there was some friction between him and Punk just before the year ended. So yeah, I don't know who he'd go after, but I'm going to go Sami Zayn. I'm going to say this: if Brock Lesnar wins the Royal Rumble, I'm going to crash out. Nothing against Brock Lesnar, I just don't want him to win the Royal Rumble and have that power. Now we move on to the women's Royal Rumble match, which has not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 chances of a fellow Happiness Fighter Army member winning this match. Now in the men's, the Happiness Fighter Army member Seth Freaking Rollins is out on injury. He could make a return and win it, and if he does, good on him. I'm rooting for him. But in the women's, I think there is a high possible chance of a women's Happiness Fighter Army member of WWE winning it. And that could be either newest members Raquel Rodriguez or Liv Morgan, or Mummy, aka Rhea Bloody Ripley. And as a South Aussie, I would love to see that again, her win another Royal Rumble. Or you could have the GOAT, 2-time Bex, go for that double championship in 2026. So if we're going to go for a SmackDown title at WrestleMania, I think we have to go with Jordynne Grace, or either Bianca Belair if she returns to the Rumble. You could even have Becky Lynch win this match and go for the Women's WWE Championship against Jade Cargill. That would be an epic match. GOAT versus that bitch. I would love to see that. But I think whoever wins the Women's Royal Rumble will go after the Women's World Championship, which is held by Stephanie Figueroa at this moment, but could be held by a fellow Happiness Fighter Army member Raquel Rodriguez after their Philadelphia Street Fight this week on Monday Night Raw. And if that happens, there's only one person I could see winning the Royal Rumble, and that is Liv Morgan. I think they're setting up Liv Morgan's betrayal on Raquel Rodriguez, and I think she could win the Royal Rumble in the women's division this year, because she hasn't won one. She got so close when she faced Rhea a couple of years ago now. I can't remember exactly, my brain's fried. But yeah, I feel like we're getting Liv winning the Women's Royal Rumble this year. And then on the Monday Night Raw after it, in that Philadelphia street fight, Rico wins the title off of Stephanie Fekir. And then Liv attacks her after the match and says, I'll see you at WrestleMania. So yeah, because we didn't get that betrayal when Liv returned against Raquel for replacing her with Roxanne Perez. So I feel like this would be the epic way to go to WrestleMania for these guys. So yeah, they're my predictions for the Royal Rumble matches. Now some surprise returns. I think we could get Chris Jericho come back, Paige aka Saraya come back and have maybe a PCB moment between her, Becky and Charlotte. I think we're going to get Chad Gable come back as well and have him confront Americano. Zoe Stark, who's on the injured list at the moment, I think she could make a return and go after Rhea. They're just some off the top of my head. I've got more, I just can't think at the moment. But yeah, and if Paige aka Saraya does return, I'm going to lose my shit. I cannot wait. Also, if Becky Lynch comes out in the number 15, I'll know it's the Karmic Gods telling me I should meet her. Because that's my birthday number. So yeah, they're my predictions for the Royal Rumble this year. Who do you think is going to win the Royal Rumble?